Division is like multiplications. If I gave you 3/4 divided by 1/8. Anytime you see division, what's the trick? What are you supposed to do? Anyone remembers anything from high school? You change it to multiplication. And what do you do with the numbers? You leave the first fraction alone. You change the division to multiplication. What else? Flip the second number. The 8/1 becomes what? The 1/8 becomes 8/1. That's called the reciprocal. When you flip it, that name for it, I'm looking in your book to see if they have the word even mentioned. I don't see. It's called the reciprocal. So this is the 1/8. Flip it, becomes 8/1. That's called the reciprocal. In case it shows up in the book. I'm looking, I don't see it, but it could be there. Now just do the multiplication. So that's what you got to do. When you have division, do one extra step. Leave the first fraction alone. Don't touch it. Change the division to multiplication. Flip the second one. Now, again, just like before, can you simplify anything? By 4, this is 1. By 4, this is what? 2. What is 3 times 2? 6/1 times 1, which is 1. That's a 6. Five divided by 5/8. I like to change everything to fraction. The 5 becomes what? 5/1. The division becomes multiplications. And what do we do with the 5/8? To 8/5. Do you see anything that might cancel? The 5s. So 1 times 8. 8. 1 times 1. The answer is 8. Let me try another one. Six divided by 3 3/4. Before I change the division to multiplication, let me rewrite this one. That's 6/1 divided by, what's that number? What's 4 times 3? 12 and 3? 15/4. So the first step, I took that mixed number, changed it to improper fraction. I didn't touch anything else. I still have the division. Next, I need to get rid of that division. That becomes 6/1. Instead of division, becomes multiplication. What's that number? 4 over what? 15. Can we simplify this? I can divide the 6 and the 15 by what? By 3? By 3, this is 2. By 3, this is 5. 2 times 4. 1 times 5 is 5. So it's 1 and 3/5. Let me try another one. Got time for one more, maybe. 2 3/8 divided by 5 3/7. Again, what do you notice? There's no LCDs here. This is easier than addition subtraction. Change them to improper fraction first. 8 times 2 and 3. 7 times 5. 35 and 3. Now let's change it. 19 over 8. We don't touch the first one. We change the division to multiplication. The second one becomes what? 7 over 38. Well, 19 and 38. By 19, this is 1. By 19, this is what? 2. You can divide the 38 by 19. So 1 times 7. 2 times 8. And I can't change it to a mixed number because this is improper fraction. The top is smaller than the bottom. And that is my answer. So we are done with chapter 4. What does that mean? You remember the handout I gave you?